Alright, welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and I fucking missed you guys. Listen, I haven't been able to check the comments. For those new here, I am in the middle of a move, and it's taking quite a while because I'm finishing my daughter's school at a different location. It's like half an hour, 40 minutes away, so it's just hard bouncing and then also setting up the new apartment, only having a certain amount of time during the day, and I can't even check a lot of comments, barely any at all, so I frickin' miss you guys. In another week, I'm going to have everything set and we can go back to the regular schedule or whatever. I just did my Preacher review. I don't know which one I'm uploading first, but I'm going to try to get them both up today. Today, we're going to talk, well, in this video, we're going to talk about HBO's Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 7. I love it, and I am very excited for what's coming up in episode, 8, 9, and 10. 3 more episodes. And I know in the past video I talked about it felt like a lot of battles were on the back burner or just about to pop off. And then in this episode, we get a whole new one, even though we don't see the battle. And I did have one minor problem with it, convenience in the writing, which I disagree with, but I'm talking about the Hound. Now, here's another thing I do want to throw in here, and yes, I will pick on this because I know a lot of us as fans, we like to bicker, and me saying this isn't going to stop the bickering between fans, but we see this far too often, and I think it contaminates the good conversation where, yes, we talk about how Game of Thrones has the balls to kill off characters. Well, here's another example of a character they just did not kill off. He's back. He survived the Hound. Now, here's another thing. I don't mind. I'm not going to fault them for it. I like the Hound. I thought he had a very interesting story. You know, he might not be a good guy, but now we're seeing a very interesting take on the Hound who had damn, he was so close to death. This just what was it? Near-death experience, you know, and it changed him in a way. You see more emotions that we never saw before. And now he's in this little community. I didn't really get the whole feel of the community, but it felt like people who were establishing their own little community or village away from everything else, you know, away from other towns or established communities. It looked like they were building their own. So he was getting some wisdom from the leader of that community. And I guess the brother of Banners is that the people who came over, and they had a little subtle threat. Now here's where my problem comes, where the convenience is. The Hound goes off, and why is he so far away? He knows danger is right around the corner. He knows they will come back. Maybe he thought they would come back at nighttime or whatever, but why did he go so far away? Because there was a lot that happened, it looked like, because we saw the aftermath, and it just felt like it was too convenient. Okay, get the Hound out of here, have him hear a scream, and then, oh, look, everyone's dead. It felt a little too convenient, and I would have expected more from a show that I think has very good writing a lot of the time, let's say. But anyway, that doesn't matter because he picks up an axe, and I'm looking forward to see him using that. We do get a clip of him swinging it in the previews. So I think the next episode is going to be bloody as shit because we got the Hound, Sandor Clegane, is that his name? We got him, and then we definitely see in previews the Mountain, who looked like he was about to rip the head. There was chains. No, they wear those little monk bastards. He had one on the ground. It looked like he was going to rip his head off. So it looks like we're getting an episode where we got both brothers about to, you know, dump buckets of blood on the show in the next episode. And I'm really excited for that because they seem like good people. They were chill people. There was no reason for them to be wiped out. So in this fight, I'm on the Hound's side for him to kill them all. I want to talk about Marjorie, okay? We got the queen here, and I'm not buying her transformation. But then when she passed a note to her mother, I started feeling really good about it. I'm like, okay, please have another plan here. Because it felt fake. Fake in a way where, fake for the character. I wasn't buying it for that character to make that such a harsh transformation. I wasn't buying it at all. Now, it does happen. People do change overnight. A lot of times I would argue that it, for the most part, is kind of artificial, and they'll, you know, grow out of that, or something bad will happen out of that, because it just, I don't know, something about change, especially that quickly, feels so artificial in that light. But she passed that note, so now, sorry, now I'm feeling really good for what she is scheming, and I hope she's scheming something, because, and if you guys know about that note, I was a little confused on that. I might have to, again, look into it a little more, but if you guys know about that, let me know. Now, we got Jon Snow. He's trying to recruit people for this battle. I'm really hoping we're going to get this battle against the Boltons in this season. And I know they have big battles each season, you know what I mean? But I'm really hoping this doesn't get pushed over into the next season. But I want to focus on Thormund here. He had such an awesome line where Jon Snow was like, listen, I shouldn't even be asking. I don't even want to ask, but this is a problem. He knows you're here. Bolton will come for you guys too. This is our problem. Not only that, but then we got the dead and yada, yada, yada. Thormund says, about Jon Snow, he says, he died for us, and if we aren't willing to do the same for him, we are cowards. And if we are cowards, then we deserve to be the last of the free folk. I had to write that down because that's a quotable line. I could picture his image, you know, with that line being passed around social media. That shit was epic. And let me just check this note real quick. Okay, listen, Sansa, I'm really hoping she's not going to do something stupid. She had that seal, and I was afraid she was going to send that to Little Prick. Now, if she sends that to the Little Prick, damn it, Sansa. But then they show in the previews for the next episode, Brienne of Tarth shows up, and we know, you know, she is, I don't want to say, you guys know, she's connected with Sansa, and I'm hoping that she's bringing the letter to what the fuck is his name, Blackfish, for him to give up that area for Lannisters to take over, Lannister and goddamn Walder Frey, and then that way he could take his men instead of dying at that castle for no reason. He could take his men to Blackfish and then go meet up with Jon Snow and add to their army. I'm hoping that plays out. I went real fast with that. I feel like I messed up some names there, but I want to talk about child actors. They usually suck. I think they did a very good casting call for the Lady of Bear Island. Now, again, some of it came off a little odd, you know, because you have adults essentially talking to a 10-year-old queen. But again, or not queen, Lady of Bear Island, you guys know it, the ruler of that community. She only gives 62 soldiers. When she said that, I was like, what the fuck? But if she is right, and those guys are some badass fighters, then hell, that's better than nothing. I do like Davos standing up. I really like Davos. That's going to be a shitty time whenever his, you know, whenever he dies on the show. That's going to suck because I really like Davos. Now, let's talk about Arya real quick. I feel like I'm jumping around like crazy, but I want to get this up. Arya should have saw that shit coming. She knows that crazy bitch is out to kill her. And when that little old lady comes up, she's like, oh, sweet girl. I'm like, oh, fuck, Arya, you're slipping. What are you doing? And then she just got stabbed like a son of a bitch. And I thought it was game over. I'm like, oh, fuck. Did we go through all this shit with Arya just for her to die now? I was like, no. I'm about to scream at my computer screen. Like, what the fuck you doing? You know? And then she gets pushed off into the water. Now, listen, those wounds look bad because she caught a slice which might have just kind of like scraped her a little. All right, that might not have got her good. It could have got her clothes, and then it could have skimmed her and just made her afraid because she looked like she was like, oh, fuck, shit just got real. And then the bitch grabbed her in like a headlock and just started stabbing the shit out of her. Kind of like the way they stabbed Robb Stark's unborn child. I had that flashback. I was that traumatized where I got a Red Wedding flashback when they were stabbing Arya. I felt like it was kind of like a callback, maybe a partial callback to the Red Wedding scene, and then, you know, jumping in the water, getting all the red blood, you know, the imagery there. But her getting away. Now, the previews, it does look like, maybe I missed it, it does look like a person was running, and that could be Arya, but then she's really messed up off that gut wound. So I'm hoping she kicks the shit out of this little girl because, look, I might be wrong in this, but the rules go, Jaqen, he said the rules go, you either kill this girl, you know, and if you don't do it, you have to die because regardless, you know, the faceless god or whatever is getting a face. You know what I'm saying? So if Arya kills the girl that is coming after her, would that then make Arya safe? You know, Jaqen won't send anyone else because even though one of his people died, the god got a face, right? Is that how it works? Someone who is more knowledgeable on this, help me out here. I'm hoping that's how it works, because I want to see Arya become more badass, but get away from these guys, because they seem like they're pretty deadly. Alright, I got a couple things written down. I like Theon and his sister, and I like their plan to go, well, it was their uncle's plan to go to the Mother of Dragons and do that spiel, so I'm kind of curious to see how that works out. And now you have his uncle and them trying to do the same thing. Now they have ships now, and they got to build ships. So that feels like a storyline that's going to spill over into the next season. Again, I like Jaime, I like Bronn, I like their interactions together, their chemistry. When Jaime's like, a Lannister always pitting Jaime, or Bronn's like, don't even say it, just don't even fucking say it. What do you got? Sansa, Arya, Jaime, Bronn, yeah. I like this episode. I like this season a lot. I think already I like this season a lot more than I liked the prior season. Now, season 5, I binge-watched it, and I binge-watched it fast, like 2 or 3 episodes a night, to catch up to season 6 so I can watch it live as it aired. And I'm really enjoying this season a whole lot more. So I'm dying to know what you guys think. We got, what, 3 more episodes, 8, 9, 10. And I feel like this season especially is going to go out with a bigger bang and a lot more buckets of blood than last season did, or maybe even a season or 2 before that. I just feel like there's some big shit coming in the last few episodes this season. Now, again, they can't give us everything, They can't give us all the finales right now, because it's going to spill over. Some of it is going to spill over to the next season. So I'm eager to hear what you guys think is going to pop off. You think it's going to... Yeah, this next episode is going to be bloody as shit. I'm telling you, we got the Hound, we got the Mountain. Shit's popping off with those little monk fuckers. I can't wait to see that. I'm really excited just for that death scene alone. Because the Mountain versus Oberyn... Oh my god, what is his name? Shit. Yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about. That almost traumatized the shit out of me. I thought he was winning that at first. I'm going to go back and review that season, but I was on the couch watching that. I'm like, oh, he's winning, and I'm like, dude, stop toying with him. Just kill him. Just kill him already. Get it over with. And then the Mountain hit his legs out, and I was just like, oh, fuck, no. And he crushed his... No, he punched him, and you see blood and teeth fly over. I was crawling up the back of my couch like, no, I can't watch this, but I got to watch it because I want to see what happens. And then we squashed his head. I was like, oh, that was awesome, but traumatic. I loved it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this episode. Put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.